have reached the Colosseum. The white line that you see used to be the outside of the Colosseum. This is where it extended to, so this is how much that's fallen off on the outside. The restoration work today is to try to bring it back to its original glory. The archaeologists are still digging today and finding stuff. They excavate every single day, going down and down. They found a river underneath the Colosseum. So Rome actually had two great rivers.
We're on a tour group with my family. I just stepped away so that I can tell you a little bit about what we're doing today. So I am with this whole group. That's the Lardanis, and we are getting ready to go into the Colosseum. So we have a friend that is taking us through that lives here, and we will get all the skinny on this place. And it is just a magnificent place. I just can't wait to share this with you. So come join us with my family vacation guide.
What's pretty amazing is we're walking in the footsteps from history. This building is 2,000 years old, but all of Rome is way older than that. We are here on the side of the Colosseum that has collapsed. If you look on the left, there are 2/3 of the Colosseum that is missing. The outside facade was taken to make the Vatican and the Forum. If you look at the arches, the cobblestone in the middle stone right there is the one that holds all 4 stories up. So over here where the one cobblestone fell, all 4 stories of the building collapsed. We're going to take you through the inside, show you where the gladiators fought, show you where they brought the lions up from. But we're going to be rounding the corner where the Colosseum is intact. This is the area to enter from Pope Benedict. These 5 statues here are what held the tarps on the top of the Colosseum. It was built like a sail on a boat where you could put the sail here and raise it up over top, so on the inside everybody was in the shade.
Hi. So also remember, like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you like what you see. If you don't, tell them you saw it somewhere else. Take care. See you soon.
So these games were free. The daytime was more family friendly. As the day progressed, they got more into a blood sport. So not all the events that took place in here were gladiators killing people. But a lot as well.
Us and our closest 3,000 people are going in to see the Colosseum right now. Here we go. This is what it's like traveling with a whole big group. Nobody has any clue. So here's a good example of what the outside of the Colosseum would look like. You can see the white line, and the building extends 2 or 3 out past the original arch structure. If you buy your tickets in advance online, you skip all the lines. Buy your tickets prior to coming here. This is what the Colosseum looked like in its heyday, completed top to bottom, holding 80,000 people. We are walking in the steps of history, my friends. Inside is the greatest arena in the world.
Okay, we should be looking towards.
We're here in the Colosseum, and it is in awe amazing how the infrastructure, how they put it together, how many years it took to do, the change of the guard when Mussolini took over, how he changed it, where they used to fight, the dumbwaiters. It's just an incredible sight to see. If you get a chance, you should come. Something we all should see once in a lifetime.
Here we are entering up in the Coliseum to the second, third, and fourth levels. He's waiting for tips.
Poke your eye out.
That's awesome.
Meu Deus, ela tá lá na frente.
Well, imagine being up here on a gladiator day. So underneath, they would pop up in that one little circle arena area is where they would come in and fight. And the back is called the Road of Death. So when the gladiators would die, they'd put them on a cart and wheel them out on the Road of Death. This is amazing history that this is still sitting here, over 2,000 years old. So all of the brick face that you see was put on to preserve the Colosseum. Up top, it was all white coral stone. As you can see there, they're still preserving. To this day, it's under restoration. Floor would be. We're looking at where the Colosseum floor would be. The gladiator games would take place here. Across the way there is where Caesar or the emperors would sit and watch the games. And underneath there were 800 slaves that took care of all the animals and the gladiators, and they would pop up from the bottom through elevators from underneath to bring them up to fight in the arena. That was the floor of the original Colosseum that went all the way across. If you look down below, you can see the columns that used to be on the pedestals that would come all the way up and hold this section of the roof up. And up on the top, only women are allowed in the day. Men were on the bottom 3 levels, women and children were on the top. So here we are on the opposite view. This would be the platform where they would all fight and underneath ground. You can hear the lions roar from the past. Underneath here, where all the animals were kept, where the slaves and the gladiators would come up from underneath. Well, that was our time at the Coliseum. Thanks for joining us. It was a pretty incredible sight. We got to see underground, up top, where the gladiators fought.
We are heading towards the Forum, afterwards Trevi Fountain, and having a great lunch on the Palazzo. Join us.
See you there.
We're heading to the Forum.
You don't need to yell.